just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Today, a good one in store here. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. Leading the Saints, that is head coach Kellen Moore. His guy's one of the final winless teams in football this season. Trying to change that here. Across the way, the head coach of the Bills. These guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Kate Scott, joined by my partner Brock Hewer. That is punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get this one started. And here we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them began his college career way back in 2018. Now entering the NFL as a second-round pick. It's Tyler Shough.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built on.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on second.
From the 37. Screen here for Kamara. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
Completed over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Shough on 3rd down. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. That's Julian Blackmon. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVP. He's finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
And you could feel it, Kate. He wasn't content at any point of last week's game. As he led them to a win, he kept pushing higher and higher. 300 yards, 350, 400. And he was still thriving, driving the ball downfield as the game ended with a good fit over 400 yards. With his mindset, that's the minimum bar for him to attack this week. You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could.
Allen loses it. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they don't get much after recovering the fumble, so a near turnover ends in a loss of yards. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say that.
And that might be something you would want for your family. I'll show you. Well, I'm going to give this to you because they
Menu narration set to 100.
Hey, the amount number dropped. Okay.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Buffalo Bills. On the Saints sideline, head coach Kellen Moore. These guys already finding themselves in a pretty massive hole, 0-3 to start the new year. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis, always a thrill to be here, always a thrill to have you folks with us. We are underway in Western New York. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
And talk about someone who's absolutely lived up to his scouting report, because when we evaluated him coming out of school, everyone salivated over his big arm. He absolutely has it.
And right away, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cook running right. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big mighty guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. It's taken in. It's been tied in. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them. You show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
2nd and 6.
I don't mind paying the $7.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and
I have no problem with
an opening touchdown. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Shuck. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Here's 2nd and 3. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Play fake, Shuck. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And Shaheed going to go in motion. To throw is Shuck. That is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down, and then some.
They'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he's going to use his legs here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups.
Wore him out.
The offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes
What was he doing?
Execute better, and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion.
When was this?
Take that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah. You need to calm down, but that is the one who.
Now that's complete. It's Elijah Moore. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
Okay, stop. Yeah. Yeah, that was not.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Running one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks Kicks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bills have 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty
That's his
well
mom
last
talking.
week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Cook on the toss left. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown.
What was a cool story?
And you can feel
What was a cool
the
story?
catch him. He's in unison with his offensive front.
Somebody was running with you with
They are
scissors right there,
together.
and you managed
So if you're
just
flipping over to the
survive
other
with your
side of the
life,
scrimmage,
but he got your
they gotta
shoe.
be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
That's a great story.
Use that.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. If you look at this Saints defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that
Oh
last
my
play
God.
is typically what we might see.
Allen cannot get away, and
Right
down
down
he
to the
goes.
side.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on
Yes.
3rd and long.
No problem, buddy. Anytime. Yes,
Operating from the gun, Allen.
that's
The
right.
middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33.
But she was here at 3
A nice play
Yes.
there as they wind up converting on 3rd and
But
15.
That was a test.
But you know what, though? I did not show up here until after
First down, here's the run with Cook.
because I told sorry. I
And he'll get
don't
this just inside the 30-yard line.
So now she knows
I
that
could
she's
see
in
what
that.
he was thinking.
Yes,
out
She
there.
she expected me to be the one picking them up.
4 yards on the carry. I think
You know
designs
that.
on that one being bigger.
She texted me. No, she texted me. She texted me directly.
They
to
keep
ask.
it on the ground. This time it's Davis.
Yeah.
That because she couldn't get a hold of me, I ignored her.
First at the Saints 24.
So she's
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with
know what?
3rd down now.
I'm
even.
not.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
I am fine with that. I'm not going to take home.
Throwing now is Allen.
Oh, the car situation? We're going to get it fixed Saturday morning early. I'm off Saturday.
As they're able to get the 3rd down
So
conversion.
you want to do something.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's
So
coming
basically,
from,
we're-
tight ends know that they
drive
become a
over
big
there,
part of the passing game
but
because there should
they're
be an
right-
easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the
I
quarterback.
got a couple other ideas that we could do.
What?
Line of scrimmage.
I'll talk
with
to you later.
15. It's 1st and 10.
Mostly has to do with like Sam's Club, when we go to Sam's Club and stuff like that.
Here's Allen. to
Ideas.
throw it. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he takes it inside
At 8 o'clock in the morning?
the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Early action.
They'll wind up getting 7 on
sure?
the play, and it's 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route
I forgot
running,
Gabby has
speed,
tomorrow.
and some toughness to go across the middle.
I'm
You put it all together, you got a heck of a
Your
tight end
days are off,
candidate.
fine.
no.
Second quarter
I
now
wanted
in
to talk to you
Buffalo. It's
about
the
it
Bills
before.
in control of the football.
But
As
what
they've
time
got
are their
it with a
hours?
2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Really?
We're about 50.
Now Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it.
Yes,
Now run. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Allen. He's got his target.
I was going to suggest if you wanted to push Sam's Club to Saturday morning, I can go with you.
His second touchdown of the season.
If you need something pressing, then forget it.
Pays off with 6.
Okay.
So I watch close. Because I'm in this thing, so right now, I'm out of
Extra point by
Then take care of it tomorrow.
Good.
I'm just saying, let me know, because I'm here still for hours.
I never got a chance to talk to you. That's there. Then plan B. Would you like to go to breakfast with me on Saturday morning?
Following the touchdown.
I'm just
And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And no one's talked to me until now.
It was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
Okay.
But let's not remember, they
I'm
did
not.
put points
I'm
on
working
the board.
tomorrow, but I'm not working Saturday.
You take points when you
And
can get them. Not easily.
we're not really planning anything after.
He's incomplete.
You said that you need to do things on our own. I cleaned the house for you and I
Game speed,
together.
always different, no matter what you do in
Okay.
practice.
Like good
Can't
reference.
simulate it,
Yeah,
right? So
like
your
that
decision
teamwork
making,
stuff.
everything has to be a little bit
Okay.
quicker.
Okay.
Sometimes it can throw you
Yeah,
off
because
until you adjust.
Here's Sharp.
They wanted me to have the appointment at 1 o'clock, and I said, "Can we make it earlier?" How early is early? I'm like, "What time you guys open? 8?" I'm fine with that. So I think if I show up late towards 9, I'm interrupting another
They're moving
person's
exactly the way
appointment.
they want to, but you're exactly
So-
right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the
But with
offensive
Bradley
guys.
here, it's not.
So, so normally, and a lot of that is kind of
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
because I'm just thinking, I'm
Shook
actually
now to
going to
throw.
pass.
And pressure gets to him again. Loss of 10
What?
as multiple defenders get to him. Here's Cameron Johnston now. As his first punt will come
540.
from inside his own end zone. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
You're here. You're here.
It's the Buffalo Bills. Right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They are right.
They'll try the wide side with Cook.
Well, they're not.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, but now you're good. Now you're good.
Now they say we're
at
under.
the line of scrimmage, because once he gets
All
through,
right.
he's
I
shredding
talked
them.
to him for Gabby for like
To throw, it's
talked
Allen.
out.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6. Second
I
and goal.
figured,
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making
He
your
did a
assignments
good
defensively
week.
in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the 2.
Really? Who's covering him on the top? Who's covering that guy on the top?
Allen going to throw.
You know how first we
And it's off the mark, incomplete.
no dumpster fires the first week of school.
Another shot here from the 2. As they
William
come
had a
up
great
on
time at the
3rd and
football
goal.
game.
Allen now looks
You
to
know
throw.
what?
That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there.
Everything was so cheap at the football game. I was under $30. Like $2 hot dog,
Week after week,
$3 popcorn, $3 pizza.
They just seem to get more impressive.
He had 3 hot dogs.
Let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them.
Yeah.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He's got it to the 43 here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. All right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. They run it again with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Washington's got him. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Now Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. In motion right, Peoples-Jones. 3rd down, Shuck from the gun. Touchdown, Saints! Darnell Washington, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it makes the score 21-10.
Oh.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 20.
At Barney's.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Okay.
Right now, everything they
I got a weird schedule for my Labor Day weekend.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions.
I'm working Sunday, 2:30 p.m. to 6:30.
Like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line.
That's the only thing that was available. Because they have so many people that are working 8 of the 12-hour shift. They want them to cover the rest.
There's no way they can stop us.
But on Monday, I'm actually working 8 hours.
Shakir hauls it in. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Maybe we just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. The main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath.
We haven't had Labor Day forever.
Relax a little bit and they just gave up the score.
Firing quickly.
How was that? Shit.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Oh, yeah.
The Bills on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Has his man, it's Shaquille. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I don't know the way they...
Again, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Oh, yeah. And that also, I have friends that fishing playing with Facebook now. That Dollar Tree numbers until they're $1.75. No, that's
Yeah, well.
not true.
You can get the silver one for $1.25 still.
I know, but
Allen off the play fake. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on.
This is what people voted for.
They were hoping he could go to the top of a small DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Throwing, shot. He's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw a shot. It's Washington. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
You don't have to eat it. You can throw away.
To throw now, shot. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Daquan Jones finding his way home to get the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
3rd down and 13.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's...
They'll throw. Here's Shot. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with the 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more of their lead. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking got made. Second down and a yard.
What? Did you wait till now?
Now Allen. Very quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
To the air, Allen. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Saints will take over possession here, up at the 44. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. He'll throw now on the final play. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Halftime.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. This is the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And this is CeeDee Lamb. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the Pro Bowler from a year ago, Jonathan Taylor. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. The Colts come away with a 4-point victory. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's Brock Purdy finding his target, Jawan Jennings. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first
We lost the bag.
Of the second half.
I think another kid took it.
They got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers.
Which bag? Okay. Which bag had the spatula? That was the one I had. So I don't know where your bag went from.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark.
There you go.
I think they're having
That's Gabby's.
What they talked about, maybe it's just a little
Gabby.
but looks like they're ready to go.
It got lost, buddy. I don't know what to tell you.
Direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Play action. Now it's Allen. On the crossover route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Unless 2 bags were put in one.
For 24 yards.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right
Don't
there.
touch my spatula, though. Because the spatula was a Michigan State spatula.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even further behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
She got a water at the game, too.
That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. On the gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
What the hell numbers was that?
Offense now as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Better.
99 yards for
break.
Brown now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, how to plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it? That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Allen off the bootleg. A short game here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's second down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Allen. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen.
Really? What the hell are you doing, Josh Allen?
Picked up by Justin Reed. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. And Shaheed going to go in motion. From the... No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. The big fella. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and they score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And he's is going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards in the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, get it back to him.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second and 10. Here's Shuck. Slant pass complete to Olave. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That is caught. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And the Saints first down.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
It gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this down to the 41.
Bills first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Left side, Cook. Oh, what a juke into space. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Allen going to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Shuck now to throw. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Now Shuck. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, it's Kamara again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. You and I, let's get to the airport.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Davis will try to run for it. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be the last points of the game?
No. What a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close.